World of YouTube, Ted Forsyth here. I wanted to do a little video on Picture This. Oh man, you want to talk about a crazy night or a crazy moment, and I have to share this, and you can believe it or not, I don't care. Just picture this. So, if anybody's local and knows the Worcester area, Belmont Street, near Route 290, over by the hospital area, and they got a liquor store over there. They had a 7-Eleven, but I guess they changed it. For some reason, it sold out or something. But it's over in that area of Belmont at the bottom of the hill, right just before you get to the highway exit to get on, Route 290. So if anybody knows it. So there's also a church there at the bottom of Belmont. And if anybody wants to look this up, and on Google Maps, but you gotta picture this. Oh man. And you want to talk about idiot drivers, and I want to say people with mental health. Oh boy. And mind you, a police officer was in front of me taking a right turn on the side street before the highway ramp exit on the bottom of Belmont Street. Like I said, I think it was the right street that is located right near the church. So if anybody wants to look this up and picture this, oh man. But I have to share this story because, even after this happening, there was more I don't know what is going on with the world, of course. But people driving these days is effing ridiculous. But I like to come out sometimes and tell my stories, and of course come out in a dark area, that's right. And I'm actually in that spot where I say is haunted again. And mind you, the pug, every time I bring him over here, he sits and literally stares down this one section. I don't know what's over here, boy, but Oh, mind you, the other day, I got a couple other things I want to talk about that happened. It's crazy. But the other night, in the middle of the night of last night, say wee hours in the morning, my wife got touched by a ghost. Ha ha. It wasn't funny, but leads me to something else I wanted to talk about. But picture this first. Just picture this. So, all right, I'm coming out another side street, and when I take a left off onto Belmont, leads me to the right to where the church is and where, the street turns before the highway ramp area and the highway bridge. I ended up getting behind the cop because he passed me as I was pulling out. Mind you, the jerk wouldn't stop and let me go, and I was already halfway on the road, and people are just bombing by. I mean, it is getting so nasty out there, it's ridiculous with the driving, right? But this is going to really blow your mind because, oh man. So as the cop, now he's turning down this right street. And there's a guy, an older gentleman on a scooter now, mind you. He's got to be in his mid-50s, late 50s. And he's scooting along, and I watched the cop put on his brakes. So I'm thinking he's slowing down to take the right. But no, he's slowing down, and I'm thinking, what the hell is he doing? Because not only did he slow down to take the right, he pulled back out to the left in the middle of the road and then went around the guy because the guy wasn't paying attention. So I'm watching the guy on the scooter now because I see that the cop's avoiding. And I don't know why the cop didn't yell at the guy or put down his window. Because he was crossing the road on a green light. And you're not supposed to do that. Boy, if this guy was in Boston, it would have been worse. But luckily, this guy has 9 lives, I could say. So he's scooting along very slow, on a scooter, mind you. Across the street, cop bobbing around him. He did slow down, like I thought he was going to open his window, but he didn't. But he was slowing down to say, like, what the hell are you doing? So that led me to slow down because the guy kept going. And what was he doing next? Gonna pull right out in front of me. So I literally said, all right, this guy ain't stopping. And he was scooting along slowly. If you could just picture this. And he's putting along, and he comes out in front of me now, and he's looking straight ahead. He ain't looking to his left for any traffic coming down the hill behind me. I look in my mirror to say, all right, is anybody gonna... Because when I did pull out, there was not many cars behind me, maybe 2. But then I look way back and I see this guy coming down the hill. I'm like, oh, shit. Now, to keep you in suspense, oh man. He must have been doing at least 55 down Belmont Hill. And I'm crunching my face, grinding my teeth, grabbing my head. Because once that guy got past the front of my truck, scooting on a scooter now, but he's going so damn slow. The car that was bombing down the hill got past me, and I give him a foot. Maybe a foot and a half. Stopped right where the guy was. Guy never looked. Guy never budged. Guy never stopped on scooter. Guy kept scooting. He never looked to the left to see if there was any other vehicles coming. So not only did he scoot in front of a effing cop, he scooted in front of me and then almost got rammed by a speeding car. So I'm thinking, wow. I was crunching my head. I had my hands on top of my head like, oh no. But luckily that guy stopped. And then when I started driving, I seen a guy look over to me. And he had tinted windows, mind you, but I could still see his face. And it was like, his jaw was dropped and he was just shaking his head now. I mean, I just kept driving, you know. I stopped for a reason. I know you're not supposed to. I know this guy should have used a crosswalk. But I guess this guy had mental health. Guy either was suicidal or he just gonna go run out in front of people to sue. But man, he was just expressionless. His face, I mean, his mouth was even open, like, giving that, you know, that duh look. Scooting along, just scooting along, man. I mean, I'm like, wow, I'm just baffled from it. And right, I'm even more baffled that, you know, careless people all night, man. People cutting in front of me, people cutting in front of, you hear the horns blasting when I'm parked in the parking lot. Wow! Everybody is just, wow, man. You know, I'm sure everybody has a place to be getting to, but damn, you need to slow down. People need to really think what the F they're effing and doing. Especially the guy doing at least 55 down the hill and just, I mean, he didn't even screech the brakes, and I was impressed by that. It wasn't like it just was like, he just, I mean, you could see the car just friggin' literally slam on it. But he didn't even screech or slide. So that was one thing that was impressing about this. But, oh man, I thought that guy by a foot and a half, he missed him. And I mean, that guy just kept going. He didn't even give a shit. He didn't even look when the car slammed it right in front of him. I'm like, wow. Like I said, this guy must have been suicidal. But it just goes to show, man, what this world is coming to. People don't care how they drive. People don't care. They just whip right out there and say, I don't care no more. That's what the world's coming to, folks. And it's sick. Sad. And I think both people tonight are just really just done with whatever the F is going on in this world and don't give an F. And it's sick. It's sad, man. It's real sad to see all this before my eyes, man. So, I mean, with that being said, picture this. I mean, it's just insane. I mean, I just can't really grasp my head around half the crap I see. And I've seen a lot. I mean, even though it's getting worse these days, I still have seen a lot, though, in my 50 years of living. Good, bad, insane. And I don't even know how I'm still living. I don't even know why. You know, sometimes I sit here and think, why am I even here and why even bother? Because the whole world just... But I don't know. I fight through my demons and try and get through it the best I can, I guess. But yeah, I mean, just to see stuff like this unfold, man, it just makes me angry sometimes. Angry, sad, I want to cry, I want to scream, but I don't know how I make it through this. I do my damnedest, and I hope everybody else will try to, too. It ain't nice out there, I can tell you that. I know that for a fact. It is not nice.